Go to live.
live.
Okay, sir, we are live. We are live. Uh,
Right, fine.
so this the whole subcontinent, as we know, is in a state of ferment. All around India, there are, I mean, the entire region, in fact, in South Asia, is in a state of turmoil. And if we look at the West, in Afghanistan, the Taliban is attacking Pakistan from the West. They have taken over several border posts. Pakistan, for all that we know, the economy is in shambles,
আমার
and
কিছু চলে যাও
the
আমার 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 হোয়াটসঅ্যাপে চলে যাও
the economy is in shambles, and it has lost effective control over half of its territory, the northwest frontier province and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. The writ of the Pakistan army does not run over there. The entire Balochistan is up in arms, and the outfits like Balochistan Liberation Army, the BLA and the TTP, Tehrik-e-Taliban-e-Pakistan, they have joined hands and they are practically striking at will. 14 nuclear scientists have been abducted in Pakistan by the Tehrik-e-Taliban-e-Pakistan. On the east, the economy of Bangladesh is also in shambles, and our Yunus Mia, our friend, he is trying to avoid the issue of elections for the year
Dada,
2025.
one
And
second. 1 second.
yes, sir.
Please don't call this butcher of Hindus your friend. Please. He's a butcher
Oh,
of
agreed,
Hindus.
sir. Agreed.
He's no friend.
Agreed, sir. So, Yunus Mia, he's trying to avoid the elections and he's trying to provoke a kind of a conflict with India. I don't know what he's up to. I mean, everywhere the BSF is trying to put up fences. The Bangladesh, this border guards, they're trying to interfere, and they're also trying to take help of the local minority population. And while they're doing, even as they're doing so from the east, they are getting a hammering at the hands of this Arakan army, which has taken over the entire Bangla Myanmar border, and they've also taken over the Saint Martin Island. So the American dreams of setting up a military base at Saint Martin Island, for the timing at least, has gone up in smoke. So eminent historian Professor Kapil Kumar and Dr. Madhusudan Pal, eminent cardiothoracic surgeon and Netaji researcher, will dwell on this, on the geopolitical aspects of this entire situation. So, on to both of you, sir.
ওকে জয় হিন্দ
Jai Hind, sir.
Jai Hind.
শুভ মকর সংক্রান্তি and the biggest gathering in our Sangam, that is Tribeni, biggest ever human gathering from more than 100 countries of the world. And yesterday was the
Mahakumbh.
summit Mahakumbh. And yesterday Mahakumbh after 144 years. And yesterday was the Swamiji's birthday, which is a major spark on our reawakening when British ruled us. Let Professor Kumar start on the subject.
Well, thank you, Dada, and wishing you a happy Lodi also, the Peasants Festival, on the eve of Makar Sankranti.
Yes.
And I just came back celebrating it in Asian Games Village.
Pigeon Festival.
Now, Lodi,
Lori.
where the fire is lit, the peasants celebrated with dancing. It started from Punjab. It's basically
Oh,
Punjabi festival. And yesterday I had posted one on Swamiji's, Vivekanandaji's birthday, his impact on Netaji. I had sent you that video
yes.
lecture. I done that. Now let me say one thing, that a lot is being said during the freedom struggle, that Nehru knows a lot about international relations, and this and that and all. Well, I think Nehru didn't know even ABC of international diplomacy or relations. All he wanted was that he should be in the limelight. So wherever he will get a limelight, whether it is the non-aligned summit, which in name was only non-aligned, or he will get it with China, so he will move up. Or he will still consider the British as his masters, so going to Commonwealth and all, and the British will praise him and all that. The real understanding of international relations and diplomacy, and particularly the geopolitics of this region, was that of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose.
Yes.
Although if you look at his thing, that he never left Calcutta for Germany or to meet Hitler. He had gone to meet and seek the help of Soviets. And if you look at that letter of May 43, May 41, 40, 41, which he left in Kabul with Kutroni, which was
Kotrochi.
handed over, Kutrochi,
No, he was he was
Koironi.
Quaroni.
Koironi.
He was
Koironi.
Quaroni.
Koironi.
which was handed over to Sarat Chandra Bose by him in Paris much later in 48, because that letter could not be delivered at that time. Now, if you read the contents of that letter, the way he is planning for this entire region is a very, very superb planning. And he's also later on, if we see, that not only he united the Pravasi Bhartiyas in Southeast Asia, but his network was there right up to the West Asian states also, fighting against the British. And now, when you come to the current situation, people underestimated these maps which were produced by Al Qaeda and ISIS. A map right from West Asia to Indonesia, which showed green. This is going to be our Islamic one state. People laughed at it. How is this possible? And today you see, in all practical means, these Pakistanis or these Islamic fanatics, they have occupied Englistan
Londonistan.
through rape jihad. These people lost 3 wars to India. Now they are also under attack from Taliban, Tehreek-e-Taliban, losing areas to them, as Shankar said, Baluchistan area, Peshawar, all these regions. But very calmly, very coolly, they have taken over England. Will you believe there are 85 Shariat courts functioning in England itself?
Wow.
85 Shariat courts.
Great human rights given by the UK.
Can you believe that the UK police is arresting those
Is it allowed under
fathers
British law?
who tried to save their daughters? The British police is arresting those media persons and those YouTubers who were exposing this rape jihad in England. They call it grooming gangs. I call them rapist
My goodness.
gangs, rape jihad. They're not just grooming gangs. And will you believe that the mayor of London, who is patronizing them, that Pakistani, Sadiq,
Sadiq. Sadiq.
Ali,
Sadiq, he has been given
Sadiq. Sadiq.
a
knighthood.
knighthood by the royalty. A knighthood by the royalty. He is now Sir Sadiq. And can you believe a country where 364 members of parliament vote to
Stop.
stop an inquiry into the rape of their own minor daughters? And the most laughable thing is that one of the ex MPs who was um, criticizing Elon Musk and standing behind this PM, Stremer, 2 days back has been arrested in a case of child abuse, caught with a 15-year-old boy. So I posted, I said, does he belong to the Mountbatten family? I saw a no, it's Shankar, it's very serious. I saw a CIA report. It's
He
available on
was
the
a
CIA.
pedophile.
Yeah, pedophile. There is a CIA report on CIA archives online. You enter the name Lord Mountbatten and Churchill, and you'll find it.
Yes.
And that
Also,
report says that Mountbatten was charged for this thing, and
Bachabazi.
Churchill saved him. Churchill saved him.
and and
Bachabazi.
in- and good number of priests in USA, UK,
No,
everywhere
no,
in
no,
pedophile.
no. No, see,
Pedophilia.
I am
Good
making
number.
these I am making these things because all these things are having an impact on the geopolitical strife and relations and diplomacy now world over.
Professor Kumar, only one
Yeah,
sentence. The mayor of London has been given knighthood,
that's
and
what I said.
and two Indian origin, two persons was in the past given such awards by the king. Those awards have been withdrawn last week
I
because
know
they spoke on these issues. They
they
are
were they were
outspoken on these issues.
they were
Withdrawn. Their
during
awards are
they were,
withdrawn
they were during Sonak's
by
time.
the king.
You see, so
And the
this
king can
king
do no wrong.
King, yes.
the king can do no wrong, but I think the people will do wrong to the king now. Because still these 64 MPs didn't vote. People were holding back. And they had faith in their parliament that the parliament will do something. And when this did not happen, there is a flood in the social media in England. If you see those, I've been seeing these channels now, who have come out very vocably, come out with proof, come out with evidence. Those innocent girls and women who were victims of these rapists are openly coming and speaking in front of the camera how they
My
were brutalized.
goodness.
There are societies which have come up now, British Patriot Society, God Save Britain, these kind of things are happening now over there. And even the press has started reporting it. Uh, just now, before coming to the podcast, I was looking at a tweet which said about Sadiq A, B, C, D. And A, B, C were all the choicest abuses he can be given to Sadiq. And D
Your
was
certificate.
and D was all of above among the choice. So I had reposted it, tagging it these British newspapers and BBC and all that, what opinion you have. And now I find that one of the newspapers there has written on my post, under my post, in replies, D, a leading newspaper. So that means an awakening is there. Now the
Professor Kumar,
question, yeah,
one sentence about warning of Netaji Subhash Chandra to UK on their criminal use of communalism in India. One warning, one sentence I am
Yep.
giving you. That letter is from prison cell. On the 12th time he was imprisoned in India after his meeting with Rabindranath Tagore on July 1940 in Jodhapur, the
right,
last sacred meeting,
last prison.
12th arrest. And he was in the put to prison, from prison cell. He warned the British government in his letter to governor, one sentence from that big letter. To the government of the day, I say, I cry, halt to your mind mad drive along the path of communalism and injustice. There is yet time to retrace your steps. Do not use this boomerang, which will soon recoil on you. Don't use this boomerang of communalism that will soon recoil on you.
You see, they think they're too clever and they can control everything. And they still think they are the colonial masters. Okay, because this Commonwealth is there and the Queen head the Commonwealth. So they still think that they are the masters of the world. Well, let them remain under this illusion. And as I have been saying, that earlier they preached to the world that it is white man's burden to civilize the world. And I think now it is white man's burden to facilitate the rapist jihadis. This is what they have proved to do. Now,
Okay.
all this has a direct bearing on the geopolitics of our region also,
Yes.
because England has been giving high amounts of financial aid to Pakistan. 144.
In the initial period from 47 for few years, but not after that.
Now, Dada, I'm talking of today.
Even
In
today.
this year 2024, 144 million pounds or something is that for there. You just Google it out, you'll find the exact price, exact amount what England is giving to Pakistan. And all this, as you see, is an outcome of the 18 demands which were put by these jihadis to this Labour Party before the elections. And they tied up and they agreed. And that's what's happening there, that their school children in British are being taught, the British children, Britishers' children, how to offer namaz, how to adopt these things. So I had
Oh,
to
you
tweet
mean
that,
there is
look,
already a compromise between this jihadist and this Labour Party?
Yes.
Some sort of
that
compromise,
already is
understanding.
very clear, very clear, Dada.
That's why that majority of the
Uh,
Labour Party,
That's very clear.
like our communist
That's,
in Bengal and Kerala.
yes,
um,
yes. You see,
may I
liberals,
come in, sir?
don't forget. One
Okay,
second.
okay.
Don't
Dr. Shakur
forget.
will tell something.
One second.
Okay,
Don't
okay.
forget
Yes.
that these liberal and Labour Party and leftists have been supporting anti-Israel demonstrations world over on Palestine. And they don't utter a word about what happened on 7th October, what Hamas did in Israel.
Yes.
But
Right.
they're in tears. They are in tears that what is happening in Gaza. They will not
Let
talk that the
Dr.
entire
Shankar will tell something.
okay,
Right. 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 Right, sir. It's just, I mean, In a lighter vein, may I say what's going to be the effect of dollar a pound 140 million or whatever UK has given to Pakistan? Is the price of the real estate in Dubai and London is going to go up? All the Pakistani generals, all the Pakistani generals, they will steal the money and they will
Yes,
try to put in real estate in UK
Dubai,
and in Dubai. Yes,
maybe
England,
Turkey.
England, no, England knows this, that whatever money they were giving to Pakistan in aid, in a month or
it will
two
come
months
back.
or 3 months comes back to England. They know that very well because all Pakistani journals, politicians, and all, they have
By
their
the
huge
grace of
villas
generals.
uh, by the grace of journals, by the grace of ISI,
Good.
it all goes back to England, you see. So that's a nice thing, which they do.
Then let us come back to our
Now,
subcontinent.
yeah. Now, under this situation, you look at this whole concept, what is, as you mentioned, Taliban in Pakistan.
Right, sir.
Now, now, Taliban was a creation of Pakistan in league with America.
Yes.
We saw
With
that
the help of America.
how Taliban again defeated Americans, and Biden left a gift of millions of dollars of arms and ammunition for Taliban. Couldn't destroy it, just left it for them. And they have those arms and ammunition with them, and they're very clear about as to what they have to do. And historically, these what you call this uh, Afghan people, you see, they were never at peace with the Punjabi Muslims.
Never.
Never. They never accepted the Durand line. And even in 1947, what I mentioned was that there was a riot between um, Muslim League supporters and Pathans in Peshawar, which, in the name of
Right.
religion, Liaquat Ali, etc., were able to convert against India and put them to India, these Kabbailis and all, in the name of communal strife.
Yes.
Same principles they made this Taliban, and now that very Taliban is against them. Why? Because they also undermined the they undermined the Afghani nationalism, you see. And they're not going to accept this Durand line. They didn't accept it with the British. Why should they accept with Pakistan? They will not do that.
One historic fact. One historic fact. Professor Kumar,
Say, yeah,
in 1902,
yeah,
before that, there was a war between Afghan and British. British-Afghan
okay,
war.
yeah,
In this year, there was a settlement between the two.
yeah.
What the settlement? A, the part of Afghanistan, which is northwest frontier province, was annexed to British India with a subclause that this will be given back to Afghanistan in 1985.
It
There
was
is
never
subclause.
given.
By this time, a Durand line was there. By this time, there is Pakistan, and Pakistan has not obeyed that international treaty. That's their one
No,
point, a very legal
Pakistan,
point.
Pakistan will not obey anything. Tell me, what has Pakistan obeyed? Or what has Pakistan stuck to in any respects? Any of the commitments, any of the things and all that. But it remains very um, confident and very true to his other commitments. Like if he has to export and sell donkeys to save its economy, he's very committed to China on that he will sell the donkeys. If he has to send terrorists all over the world, he's very committed that he will be able to send terrorists through the local uh, channels. So now it is falling on them,
Okay, link to that.
and their army is nervous. Whatever they may say that they have bombed or they sent air force and all that or whatever it is,
Dr.
they
Shankar,
are
have you
totally
given the
nervous.
link to the audience? Have you given the
So
link
it
to the
can
audience?
No, sir, I could not because it's a new link and I am holding my mobile. So if I try to give the link to the audience, even this will be lost. So this is
Second, after the
let's
end, you
get.
give the link.
Yes, sir. After the then they can see the recording of this live video.
Okay, okay, let
Not
it
a
be. Okay,
Oh
not a
my
problem,
God.
sir. They will be able to see.
okay,
They'll
okay,
be able to see, sir.
No,
okay,
no, they'll be able to see much later, you see, because sometimes it's nice to have the audience comment and interact with audience also in these kind of debates. You see.
okay.
So
Unfortunately,
I
sir. I
thought,
mean,
Okay.
okay,
The trouble is,
anyway, from next time, you just test them out much before we come at 10, you know.
yes, sir. I
So
mean,
for
it was a mistake to go back from live. Actually, once you go back from
no, no,
live, you lose the link. Then you have to
no, no,
use a new link, sir.
anyway.
Please, sir.
So it
Please,
is
sir.
not coming. No, it is not coming on your channel.
it will
Sir,
come after the end.
it's coming on my channel. It's live, but our only those who have subscribed will be able to see this. Otherwise,
Your
for the
channel, okay.
rest, I have to
Okay,
hide.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Your channel people are seeing it now. That's fine.
Okay,
That's fine. Okay.
okay.
So now this is a situation that I am least interested. Like many Indians, they say in debates with Pakistanis, go and improve your economy, go and improve your home, have peace in your backyard, all these things. Arey, why should we be bothered about them, you see? If they want to ruin their economy, let them ruin. If they want Pakistan be put into parts by their domination and all, and dominating one part over the other, let them have it. Let them face it. Why do I want
Oh.
them? Why?
Then let
What
us
is in
come.
my interest? What is in
Let
my
us come.
interest that Pakistan should
Let's,
be economically better or stronger? And let them go to hell.
As of
let us
now,
come.
they are beyond redemption.
Then what is the fate of Pakistan now? Kapil
Pakistan
Kumar,
has to go.
go.
Has to go.
And in history,
It's
will
only a
in
question of time.
time. In
How much time
history,
it takes.
only West Punjab will remain as Pakistan. Only West
Well,
Punjab
that
will
too.
remain
Let's
as
see how long.
Pakistan.
That too is. Let's see how long. Uh, Sindh will be out.
Because
Balochistan will be
because
out.
Northwest
Pak
Frontier Province,
occupied.
all these areas will
Pak-occupied
go out.
Kashmir will be out, Gilgit will be out.
Out.
So what will remain? What will remain?
Baluchistan will go out. Then Sindh will go
So
out. Only West
yeah,
Punjab. And the moment this will happen, the China Karakoram line, aspiration, dreams of communicating to the Arab
Dada,
Arabian Sea
there
disrupted.
there was an
That is
there was
Already disrupted.
another there's another important news. This thing has started in China also. Fanatism. The Ulgars have made an army.
Bulgars.
wow.
Good.
Yes, yes.
Already.
I saw a video, and they
Good.
are attacking China. China, you see. So this whole corridor to Taliban, etc., forget that now. It's not going to be. And
Four
even it
provinces of
happens.
China, four provinces of China bordering Central Asia are Muslim majority. They are annexed to China
That
by
is
force. They want freedom.
that is where the thing has started. And now the question comes: Afghans are very keen to take up to trade from this port in Iran. What is it
Yes.
called? That
Chabahar,
What
sir.
which
Chabahar,
right?
It is Chabahar.
created by
It's
Indians,
Chabahar.
created by
Peshawar.
India government.
Yeah, that port. So Afghan wants to trade from that port. They need a soft opening, you see, because Pakistan had stopped Afghan trade with India. So they need to start back from that.
Few
Yes.
more
And
laudable soft uh, power approaches that India has made. One of them is this Chabahar port. The next is, sir, the area in Afghanistan adjoining the Pakistani border. The remote areas, India has made a lot of pipelines and primary schools and primary health centers.
no, that
Also,
is one.
Tajikistan
Um,
and
And
in Tajik,
Tajikistan, India has already made a air base.
That is Farkhor.
In
There are two,
You
sir.
Kazakhstan,
see,
already India has uh, made a BR base.
no, no,
And
the
on
message
the east,
is very clear now. And Taliban, you see, let's say one thing that Afghanistan has always had good relations with India uh, after
Afghan
47.
people, rather Afghan people.
Afghan people. No, the
Yes.
governments also, except for the Taliban government which was there
For a period, for a short
uh,
period.
in the beginning of this century. The other governments, if you see Najibullah and others before that, the king and Shah and all those, they were very close to India. Don't forget that Afghanistan had always sheltered Indian freedom fighters, revolutionaries
Yes,
yes,
particularly,
yes,
who
yes,
went to
yes,
Afghanistan.
yes.
Afghanistan always did that. So that makes a big thing with Afghanistan that we can always talk one to one. And this has precisely has happened, which has shocked the Pakistani media also. First, our joint secretary meeting their minister, then our foreign secretary meeting their um, foreign minister. So a lot of things are happening. As someone said, that Modi beats them, making them laugh and beat them, making them laugh and beat them. And that is what kind of either whether through diplomacy and all these aspects, Modi has been successfully doing these aspects. In a way. What is this Arakan army you talked of? Arakan Buddhist army. Now this army now is being supported totally by India, and they
absolutely.
have taken the um, initiative in this regard, and um, this goes on.
And
So
Professor Kumar is not there also Chinese support to this Arakan army?
Yes,
you
Also Chinese
see,
support
yes,
is
sir.
there. Because their
you
common
Yes,
see,
enemy is America. America, that is Yunus.
no, no,
Yunus
no,
means
no, no,
America.
no, no. Dada, look at it one way, one point of view. You see, China is in league with the Burmese army and the Burmese ruling
Yes,
junta at the moment.
yes, Junta government was
Okay.
backed by them.
And this Arakan army was fighting the Burmese government also.
Yes, but a major
Now,
portion of his support is shifted to.
what the Arakan army did was, I must say, strategy wise, their whosoever is this they are planner has done a good job. That instead of at the moment attacking the Burmese army,
Rohingyas.
Myanmar army, they started attacking this Yunus army this
Yunus army,
side.
that is also Rohingya.
Yeah. So for them now, the this is no threat for the government in um, say
But the
Bangladesh.
major part of Chinese support to the military government is Rangoon is shifted to major support to the Arakan army.
Dada, this happened because
Because China has
if
come to
that's
conclusion that this
as you
Burma military will collapse.
said that Saint Martin Island was to be protected, it should not go to America. America wanted
Yes,
it against China. So
yes,
that is why someone had to do the job. Now the
yes.
Americans could come at that time, or nor the British could say, Mister, this. So China changed the tactics also that this Arakan army is needed to support and attack and put pressure on Bangladesh in order to avoid this cases
The Americans. The
that
Americans.
Americans
Let us see the
come and
future.
support
Let us see the
Americans come
future.
and support it. Now let me say a little thing about Bangladesh. My analysis is that this Yunus, Yunus the brute, he will have to run away from Bangladesh. I don't know which country he will run away. At least Hasina could come to India, but he has no face to come to India also. So
No,
he
he
can't.
will go to Paris.
He will go to Paris,
Paris.
I think
That,
provided
Biden,
yeah, yeah.
his
I think
provided
Biden's man, the ambassador, has
provided
come to Dhaka to help Yunus to have a retreat, an escape route.
Dada.
Biden's man has come as
I will
ambassador
I
to
will
Dhaka.
I will see one thing. How long this Soros can save such people? You know, Soros manager met him, Soros son met him in Bangladesh.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Elect.
So let us see how long Soros can save him and use him as his puppet. Let us see that. Because
The same
you
thing.
as
The
I
Lady
said,
Clinton came to meet in Mamata Banerjee in writers building.
who?
Lady Clinton, the deep
Uh,
state person, lady, came to meet
uh,
Mamata Banerjee in writers building in Bengal in its
That was
first
in
oath taking ceremony in
first oath
first
taking.
2011.
2011. Yes, she came.
Yes,
She
first
attended.
oath taking.
yeah.
And that time
So
told you there is a
uh,
parallel. The
uh,
Pan Islam support to the CPM shifted to the TMCP, Mamata.
TMC,
That's why
right.
his money came to her and his party won the election.
You see, all this, what is happening in Bangladesh, I don't rule out the Manipur thing also be linked to the instability aspect. When it is to be created in a
Is very much
region,
linked, sir.
these people even together, who knows that the Americans and Chinese may not come to a conclusion on this. Because don't forget that when China intervened and asked this British general, I'm forgetting his name, to um, how long these people can depend on America and China, that's the question mark. Or okay, you became popular, uh, well, any kind of thing popular, etc., will not help them um, if things take a proper logical shape. So these Bangladeshis you have seen, even the Awami Lag people came out yesterday on the streets. Okay, so something is gaining up now, uh, and we
Very
hope
a
that
very interesting thing happens, sir. After 50 years of anonymous living, this fellow Major Dalim has resurfaced.
Is
Major
he
Dalim, the
is he
Major
original
Dalim.
Talim or a
No,
false Talim?
no, he is not an imposter. He is not an imposter.
Imposter?
He's a real, he's a real Dalim.
Real
He's
Talim.
staying in Yeah, he was staying in Pakistan with a Kenyan passport, and he has resurfaced. S-
you see, I even told you that Bin Laden, I told you that I had missed by that Hot Whale thing. Way back in 2004, I had mailed to some CIA mail that if you are searching for Bin Laden, search him on the borders where India, Afghanistan, Pakistan borders meet, or search for him at the farmhouse of some ISI official. And I don't know how far it is correct, but there are very strong aspects that his house of Bin Laden was identified by the Indian Raw Agency, who were looking for these
Could
Khalistani terrorists, and then
could well be
passed
that,
it on. They passed it on to Agra. So,
or
I
maybe the Pakistanis sold him to the Americans.
well,
उन्हें
some general
उन्हें
might have,
पैसे
who might
चाहिए
have got
थी
a villa made in, who could have got a villa made in Beverly Hills or something, might have sold him, you see, no doubt about it.
Professor Kumar, I
Yeah,
read out from newspapers of 2008.
yeah.
2008. Those records are showing from before that, America knew that they will not be able to protect America, protect Pakistan. America knew they will not be able to protect Pakistan. I am quoting from 2008 Statesman, one article, headline, Endgame with Pakistan. US specialist, under quote, US specialist in South Asian affairs, Professor Stephen Cohen,
Stephen
said
Cohen, yeah.
that Pakistan government most likely cannot control the pro-extremist elements in Pakistan. He appears to be right. It, bracket, India, can urge all nations to impose trade sanctions against Pakistan and cut off all aid. It can give recognition and offer moral support to those separatists in Baluchistan who seek independence. It can do same to Pashtuns in northwest frontier province who want to join with their tribal brothers in Afghanistan. It can do all these things simultaneously, and then it has only to guard against the to precipitate actions from across the border, and sooner than later Pakistan will collapse. That is the Professor Stephen Cohen in 2008. Then another from the statesman I am telling, this US Secretary of State Condoleezza Rice, who was frequenting to, remember, Dr. Shankar, Condoleezza Rice was frequenting to India, Pakistan, and Israel, frequenting at that time. Also
Condoleezza
to the
Rice.
Afghanistan. He said yesterday
Dada,
that if Pakistan
Dada,
does not stop terror,
Dada,
it means terror will consume that country too. If the Pakistan cannot control terror, terror will consume Pakistan.
Dada, my understanding here is, as I said right in the beginning, that if Pakistan is going to collapse, say 1 week later, I'll say collapse tomorrow or day after. I'll provide you the order. As such, um, India doesn't need to do anything. The ISI and the military junta in Pakistan, the way they have ruled Pakistan since 1947, they have this, the seeds were sown at that time by these kind of army and defense. So we
One
don't have
point,
to do anything. It will
in
go on its
2008, after
own.
such open statements of the American high officers, at that time the UPA government in Delhi did nothing to precipitate the collapse of Pakistan. Only after 2014, when Modi ji came to power, he recognized Baluchistan independence movement and openly declared he will help Baluchistan Liberation Army for liberation of Baluchistan. That's his courage.
No, that's going to be, you see, because there is so much of now awakening there in terms of their regional interests and all, that the Pakistan army is not going to last long in any way. And well, let's see how it goes. But um, I don't think it's a question of now too
Now,
many
only
years.
last question to Professor Kumar. Today we'll
Yeah,
come to the end.
yeah,
Last question to you. Who are now the
yes,
friends
sir.
of Bangladesh? This Yunus.
Who are now friends of Bangladesh?
Yunus. Yunus government.
Yunus. Well, I'll say Yunus is not even his own friend.
But be specific. Specific. Is
He-
China is a friend to him
Yunus
now?
is,
Is
No.
China is a
you
friend to him
see,
now?
you see, China is the most calculative country in the world.
Yes, number one. Okay, clear. Is USA friend to him now?
No,
Biden is a friend. But future Trump will not be friend.
no, that's why
UK?
I said
UK?
no, no, that's why I said
Pakistan?
that who
Pakistan? Is Pakistan in a position to be friend? To help? He tries to be friend, but not in the position. Turkey? Yes, Turkey. Number one friend of Yunus is now Turkey. Turkey is the new friend of Bangladesh. Yunus, Turkey. Not in
Taiya
No,
Saudi
Bharat
no,
mein.
Arabia now.
Turkey is the real danger. Turkey is the real danger.
I
The
was reading the
Khalifa,
newspapers
the
for
modern
last 1 week.
Khalifa.
Now Turkey. Turkey.
I had used was once in one of my posts. I had you see even the option that
Not Saudi
like
Arabia, not
no,
UAE.
no,
It is Turkey
no,
now.
no.
Number one friend of Yunus.
Pardon?
Not Saudi Arabia, not UAE.
The other no, no question, and there are reasons for it. They know that any of these countries who go for helping them in any way, they know that their first thing they will do is put a big begging bowl for them, and make rice
But
in
my
that.
next question to you, what is who is giving courage to this Yunus to speak out so loudly against India?
He has no other option,
Where,
sir.
Fanatic.
where is the courage? Courage from? It is
He
the
has no other
Sikumaku.
option.
It is the Sikumaku Congo of India. Confess that
You see,
clearly.
no,
It is
no.
Sikumaku Congo of
Let me
India.
tell you one thing. The
Yunus
only
know there
strength
are
he has is that, or
Congress,
the
communists, and Sikuj in India. They are our hope. They are their courage.
who?
And
Naga,
Turkey.
Naga-san.
No other ray of hope for Yunus. And you see how
No,
the courage
I'll tell you, I'll tell you, either they will send him to Bahtar Hoors so he can dine and dance with the relax. And
Dr.
no
Shankar,
country, no,
should we
no
stop
Yes,
country,
stop
sir.
today? Should we
no
stop
I
today?
country.
think, sir. I think, sir. I think we
Tomorrow,
should.
then tomorrow, what will the subject?
Sir, tomorrow I don't think I'll be able to organize. Let's wait. Keep it another 2 3 days later on, sir.
Okay,
Tomorrow I'll be busy.
okay. Professor Kumar, let us stop
Okay,
today.
Dada.
Now give the
So day
link,
after we'll do.
Dr. Shankar, to others
Yeah,
so that they
We'll
can
I'll
see.
do
yeah, I'll
and
share the
we'll
new
do it
link,
Okay,
sir.
we'll
let
do
us
it day
stop
after.
today.
We'll do
Okay.
it day
Okay,
after.
sir.
Jai,
Jai Hind,
Jai
sir.
Hind.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind. Thank you.
Jai Hind.
Jai Hind.